Welcome folks, Rudy, Alpha Investments, and I've been on YouTube for 3 years. This video probably won't even get 500 views. But let me tell everybody something. I've seen a lot of scams in the Magic community, the graded card community, and quite frankly, most of them suck, most of them are pathetic, most of them make you laugh. But every once in a while, something comes along that really makes me it bamboozles me. And I brushed this off about a month ago because somebody contacted me and asked me about it, and it was a Craigslist ad. I brushed it off. Another person, I had a patron ask me about it, and I said, dude, it's too shady, too good to be true, walk away. And then today, this message comes to me, and this is the icing on the cake, because the pictures were included on this one. And I'm going to post the pictures on this video. Let me stand over here, see if we can post pictures, and remember that thing they called editing? So first of all, let me read you guys this. Hey Rudy, something happened. I'm getting choked up. Rudy, something happened to me recently that made my head spin. I live in Long Island, New York. I found a local Craigslist post for a set of revised graded dual lands for $2,500. What was interesting about the listing is almost all the cards were graded perfect 10s. And the guy was asking a fair price. He told me that he and his father owned an LGS a long time ago, but his father passed away. He's looking to sell the cards from his basement. They were in the attic. His attic used to be a WPN store. He has 3 goldfish up there, 1 hamster with no legs, and he found all these black lotuses. It really doesn't say that last part. I added that. The guy, so he told me, blah, 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 his father owned this stuff. He wanted to sell these certain items. He even offered to add extra cards. A beta, I'll throw in some beta dual lands. Let's throw in a black lotus and a candelabra and all in this one included price. Anyways, the price for the original deal seemed slightly low, but the deal for everything seemed way low, and I was chomping at the bit and having the opportunity of dreaming of instant profits I'd make on this. See, that's the thing. Immediately, that's how they target people. You hit that emotional point where people are like, oh my God, I'm actually going to own this. And then things just get out of control. This is where it gets complicated. The guy sends pictures. The Black Lotus is marked as revised edition. How could a grading company, by the way, these are all graded cards, mtggrading.com, never heard of them. Probably a reason for that. And grading all the cards 10s and 9s in a revised Black Lotus. Oh my God. All right, so we're going to stop here. And of course, this is great. Of course, when I started to ask for more questions, the Craigslist guy would suddenly be away, or I'm busy with my kid's sports team. I got things to do. And okay, so we're going to stop there on this story. So here's where it got. This is, at first I heard the story and the pictures, everything I thought was a little weird. But the problem was, a few weeks back, I had a patron send me something similar talking about this mtggrading.com website, which I went to the website. I'm sure a lot of you are going to look at the website after this. It is 100% ridiculously looks like a scam. Now, this is where it gets worse. The pictures of all the cards that are graded from this guy who sent me, Alpha, Beta, Dual Land, all this stuff. Here's the kicker. For those of you still watching 100 million years later into the video, was it 5 minutes in, which is like nobody? All the cards that are graded are counterfeit cards. Now, there is 2 theories here. Theory number 1, people are actually, this is devastating. Theory number 1, people are actually sending in graded cards, which I have a hard time believing that. People are sending graded cards to this mtggradingjoke.com, and they're slabbing counterfeit cards and keeping the authentic cards. Now, that's the first theory from some other people. I don't know if there's no proof of that, so I'm not going to leave that there. Theory number 2. There's no one sending anything here to this website because it's a flippin' scam. And I bet after this video gets a couple hundred views, they're really going to get some impact and traffic. Good luck. I think they have some social media accounts too. It'll be fun to see what happens. Theory number 2, that no one's actually using this. It's a fake shell company grading service. They are literally just taking Chinese counterfeits, putting them in plastic cases, and targeting Timmies. Because the pictures I've seen, and the pictures that are pretty much this guy presented to me, every single card is a counterfeit. This is a massive Timmy targeted, just hose town, punch you in the face.com, slap your left nut. It's terrible. Because this is going to, look at the guy who sent me this message. The exact tone was, I was excited that I'm actually going to be able to own these cards, profits, and you get that emotional reaction, that dopamine hit. You get that, oh my God, you get that instant, you think something big is happening and you're going to make your money and all these things and emotions take over, but the reality is this is a major scam. I don't know, and I'm sure after this video goes live, there may be some other people that contact me, but this MTG grading, these shoddy looking plastic cases and these grades, and the whole thing is worthless. There's no value to these grades. These cases, this company, I don't know what the deal is, where it came from, I don't know how long it's been around, and I'm sure some people are going to give me information after this video, but just be aware, I don't know specifically the behind the scenes and what's going on here, but the only facts we know is the cards being graded by this company, they are purposely putting mint condition counterfeit Chinese cards into these slabs, and they're trying to sell them on very kind of gray area backpack dealer dark alleyways, Craigslist, Silk Road, Backpage. They're really trying to target people, and I wouldn't be surprised if they only take Bitcoin, that kind of thing. So you can't do disputes and chargebacks. Now this particular gentleman said he bought a mock sapphire, and he opened a PayPal dispute and claim, and he won. So this particular guy did get his money back, and I don't know if it was the same guy, but this is a second attempt to buy dual lands from his first. I'm not sure of the details there, but the most important thing everyone needs to be aware of from this video is that anything graded or in these slabs, they are not legit. These are fake cards. They have no value. If you crack the case, the card itself has no value. The grade on the case has no value. This is not a legitimate company. They are not real cards. Everything about it is straight up fraud. And I don't know who or what is doing this entity. I don't know who's involved and how many people, but it's very important to let regular people know that if you see these on Craigslist and third-party websites and very cheap price, I mean, you know, all these PSA 10s, let me throw in a Beta Lotus. I found these in my grandpa's basement. And there's a bookshelf that spins behind all his adult magazines. There's 4,000 Black Lotuses in the shape of a giant P. No. And, you know, these stories are ridiculous. It's always absurd. It's always dodgy. They're always shaky. They're always loopholes. Your instinct gets that suspicion. When your instinct is going, I got suspicious because it seems too good to be true, right there, you're done. That's exactly the point. Right when that happens, that is your instinct telling you walk away. You're getting bamboozled. Do we want to be bamboozled? Remember, word of the month, bamboozled. And it's very important that everybody knows this, okay? And I don't know how many people, I'll probably end up doing a follow-up video after this to see how many people contact me. I checked eBay. I didn't see any of these on eBay, but again, I'm not sure how they're going to sell them. Are they going to list them as MTG graded Magic cards? Are they going to list them as under proxies, or are they just trying to sell them on Craigslist? Or, you know, these are the textbook things where even people at GPs or what they call Magic Fest now, I mean, you know, these are the same things where people come to me in the past and they have a fake card and they say they got it off Craigslist. They bought it from a backpack dealer on the side. They bought it at some regular tournament at night from a buddy or a friend and it was a good deal. And then years later, they end up holding it and it's worthless. Or they try to sell it, they crack the case. The point is, people like this, they target a certain demographic. Usually people who don't have as much money. And of course, they target people who are more desperate and they're more emotional and they're not going to be very suspicious and logical. And I have a funny feeling this company and these cards and the fact that it's all over Craigslist, and I have a funny feeling a lot of people have been duped into this. We don't know. My instinct on this is there's been a lot of bamboozling going on. And I'm a little nervous to see how many people start contacting. What kind of follow-up video after this. But just be aware, I don't know if the website, I wouldn't be surprised if something happens to the website, they pull it down after this video, or they start kind of erasing their social media and scrubbing everything because of the attention that it could get. If you have already bought something like this, I'd highly recommend only paying through PayPal, no crypto, no cash, don't meet in a dark alleyway. If you've already done it, only pay through PayPal, open a dispute, provide your return tracking, PayPal will protect you, and you know, it's sad. And the problem is, I did a video about this kind of stuff a year ago. I truly do think this is the beginning of a kind of a new direction where people are going to try to be more creative. There's some other things going on where now I've been hearing rumors about people wanting to start selling shares and partial Magic card ownership and some other silly things. And, you know, now we've got this fake pop-up grading company. Just everyone needs to be very careful. If it's too good to be true, it probably is, okay? Get a second opinion, send it to a PSA or Beckett, or go to a GP and talk to a reputable dealer or vendor or a big company and really get a second opinion so you don't get slapped in the balls. All right, we don't need any ball slapping. I can do that plenty on my own.